Greetings and beyond the new. My name is Omni, and welcome to What If Deku Was the Reincarnation of Kim Possible, Part 6. Now, where we last left off, Kim, everyone that defeated Wolfram in the previous part had just talked amongst each other about the truth about Kim, Ron's, Draken's, and Shigo's past life memories, along with, Wade being reincarnated as Melissa. Okay, now obviously David goes to prison, but considering he was doing it to help protect the world, it was just a 3-year sentence. Now, let's see. Okay. Melissa ends up moving in with her Uncle All Might, right? And she ends up getting transferred into UA. The same classroom. No. She's in. Let's see. So, I'm going to make Melissa actually the same age as Deku and everyone else, so she will be in class 1. The class that Mei Hatsume is in. Okay, now let's see. Okay, we skip ahead. Sorry. Let me think. Okay. A week after the incident, we see the 4 of them training, meaning with training robots that are based off of the BBs from the Kim Possible series, but are also loaded up with each individual's fighting style. Being Paishin Pekwa plus their original styles that they had ergo how Shigo fought, how Ron, and how Kim fought without Paishin Pekwa, but Paishin Pekwa is added to it. Okay, and this is where we're actually going to also be introducing early the big 3 to the 4 main characters plus Wade's reincarnation, which is Melissa. Anywho, let's see. Okay, there'll be training, then that's when the big 3 come in, and Nejire, as bubbly as ever, gets all curious and start asking a bunch of questions, like she usually does, overwhelming all of them, except strangely, let's see, Ron and Draken and Kim, because if I haven't said this, they primarily have their past life personalities. There's a little bit of what their personalities, their reincarnated personalities. So a little bit of Deku mixed with Kim's personality, and everyone else for mixed in with a little bit of their canon personalities from both worlds. Okay. Greetings and my apologies. I my I accidentally started a recording that I already have. Anywho, let's get back into it. Okay. Okay, and then okay, now we're gonna do another time skip to the next day. Okay. Well, actually, it's actually 6-day time skip for the first time. Then the next day will be where Big 3 gets introduced to the rest of Class 1A and B. I'm the class that Melissa slash May are in as well, because I'm just doing that. Okay, so yeah, the freshman of the support course class. Okay, let's see. The fight goes like in canon, except Muriel actually is only fighting most of Class 1A and B, except for our 4 main characters. He wants to fight them all individually. Now, it will go like in canon, where everyone in Class 1A and B, except for our 4 main characters, lose, while our 4 main characters actually end up getting a draw with Muriel. And this makes Bakugo scream out saying, "Oi, you shitty nerds! How dare you do better than me?" And he tries to attack them, then Nejire actually ends up blasting him right into a wall, knocking him out because it was he landed right on top of his head. And let's just say, I'm going to be doing a little bit of upgrading when it comes to Nejire's quirk. While she can shoot energy beams, the energy beams can also act like tentacles, where they can absorb some of the energy from whatever her energy blast tentacles touch and disperse it in the atmosphere. Sort of like a Nejire power, or mixed with Albion's power from High School DxD, the Heavenly White Dragon Emperor. Okay, let's see. But instead of cutting it in half, it just takes as much as it needs to knock someone out. And let's see. Okay. Okay, now for the... Okay. Now, everyone in canon goes to where they go in for their hero studies. I forget who I gave one for all four, or they'll of course be going to Gran Torino's. Let's see. Let me think on that. Oh yeah, I gave it to Kim. Okay, now actually, the four of them will actually be going with Gran Torino. You know, to help support Kim and just do more battle training between the four of them. Okay, everything goes like in canon, and then until the Nomu pops in, and instead of Gran Torino, uh, oh, saying to stay there, or in the train, to evacuate the train and get everyone to safety, and then come back to help deal with the rampant Nomu. Oh, and the thing between Shigaraki and Stain go like in canon. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so let's see here. Now, will that after they've escorted everyone out of the war zone, they then and start trying to find Manuel, and so they can find Ida. They find Manuel, and then using their Paishin Pekwa variation of chakra sense, senses Ida in the alley, and the four of them end up. Okay, now Draken uses his plant manipulation to build a plant wall around Stain, while Kim and Ron. Kim gets Ida, while Ron gets Native. Then Ego uses the opportunity to text everyone in Class 1A and B, plus Melissa and oh man, I just said her name. Oh yeah, Hatsume, along with Mr. Aizawa, Vlad King, All Might, and Recovery Girl. Yeah, they're all in the same group chat. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, they get the message, and like in canon, Todoroki comes, ums, and just as he arrives, that's when Stain actually destroys the plant wall around him. Tim, and tries to lunge, but Todoroki ends up using an ice wall, all that's 10 feet thick. Stain ends up getting his swords into the ice, but it doesn't crack. And just as Stain is about to turn around, Todoroki forms two platforms to get the other four in the alley to safety. They slide down. 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 They get the two injured out of the alleyway. Shigo actually stays. Needs to pump her pseudo Paishin Pekwa chakra into the ice, so that way it can stay strong, and so that way he can't break through it. But Stain actually then uses wall up running he runs up one wall, then jumps to the other, runs up that wall. You know, like how you do that in like video games like Crash. Anywho, this is where he's about to dive bomb Todoroki and Shigo. That's when Endeavor and All Might come in. All Might actually grabs his two students and then let's see, jumps away, then leaving Endeavor to use a Providence Burn Flash Fire Fist combo on Stain, which not only melts the ice, but actually allows Stain to fall into a giant bubble. Basically he falls into the water before it all dispersed, because it's lands on the ground. And okay, then let's see. Okay. Stain is waterlogged, but as he's about to rush Ida and Native, looking like he has blades in between all of his fingers, including his thumb, looking like Freddy Krueger with two glove blade things, and is charging at them like how Naruto does the move, his special move, the two giant Rasengan barrage move. And I'm not really gonna give it a name. If you guys want to give it a name, then by all means you can. Okay, let's see. But then that's when Kim and Shigo actually fuse their pseudo chakra and nen energy to create a double energy barrier, which actually is 5 meters thick and manages to entangle Stain's arms, while behind him, Ron and Draken do the same thing but bind his legs. Allowing All Might to give him one heck of a bop. If you don't know what that is, basically taking your fist and and hitting someone over the head. But not where your knuckles are, but like where where the part where your pinky is actually forming the circle of a fist, or whatever you want to call it. Anywho, and if you don't get the visual, then I suggest you watch an episode of a series called Fanboy and Chum Chum, where a character named Boog, who works at a convenience store, who is a blondie, by the way, and who is also a bully as well. Oh, anywho, let's get back into the video. Everything goes like in canon, except it's Ida who gets uh, it's about to take Ida. Stain wakes up seeing this and doesn't even bother trying to save the wannabe hero. As I want to call him for this. That's when Kim pushes him out of the way and gets captured instead, like in canon. Stain is shocked by this. That's when Kim's teammates are saying, KP, hold on, we'll help you out. Stain lunges at the Nomu that's carrying Deku, and kills the Nomu, freeing Deku. Okay, let's see. And that's when that's when whoever shot the video of Stain actually starts recording early, showing everything from when All Might knocked him out with a bop. Anywho, then they also record Stain turning back, saying, "You four," or "Who are you?" They all introduce themselves, their hero names, and their team name. And then Stain actually notices the one who's recording and goes right in saying, "I used to think only All Might was worthy of being a hero and who could kill me. But now I meet 4 young heroes. These 4 are heroes. The 4-corner hero team. I say this to you 4. You are worthy of being true heroes and to kill me." Make sure the future is bright. Right. Show the youngest generation right now that you are the true past being heroes. For you 4 will become your generation's 4 pillars of peace. for you for embody heroism. And for all you that view me as a role model, anyone who tries to kill these four or out of spite, you should not befriend or join them. You should instead try to kill them instead. So anyone tries to kill these four, or you should kill the one who's trying to kill these four instead. So says I. And then he says his name, and then his real name, and his villain name, and pronounces them, the four corners, as the next four pillars of peace. And he surrenders. Then the rest of the video that is shown in canon starts. Then we all go they finish with their internships, and then the next day after that, everyone is all abuzz with the four corners, especially those who view Stain as a role model, saying that the four corners are true heroes. All saying that on every alternate version of every social media in our reality. Anywho, let's see. Bakugo is his usual angry self about it. And this makes the four pillars, the four corners hero team celebrities, not just to the younger generation, but also in the villain community. At least for those villains who had villainous quirks or weak quirks, or they had or it was society that turned them into villains, not because they became villains because they wanted to, and for one reason or the other. Anywho, that's where I'm gonna be leaving it off. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'd like, comment, and subscribe, but I'm not doing this for that, just for my own reasons, and just for the entertainment value, and because I like My Hero Academia and Kim Possible as series, and I just want to do my own thing, Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed yet again, and I will be saying